What's going on, guys? It's been a couple of months since we've done a video on the pond and getting ready to kick off the 2021 season here. Just getting into April now. You can see how the pond is doing. I really haven't fed these guys at all. So I did a feeding video in December, but essentially I've not given them anything to eat since November. And I was planning to essentially wait it out till about maybe mid-April, probably get into May, just when the water's consistently about 65 degrees or so. Just in the last week, the water temps finally spiked up to 60 degrees. So I think I'm about 61, 62 today. A little bit warmer. It's getting a little nicer out here. I think we're still going to experience a little cold spell, so I might hold off on really starting to feed the fish here. What I'm really trying to do is trying to essentially contain or limit the spawning behavior. I have a couple of females in here. I don't really want them to be spawning, and I know if you don't really feed them as much, it'll kind of slow that down. So that's kind of essentially my main goal, is to limit the spawning activity. Otherwise I'll have to separate the females and figure out how to strip the eggs, because I'm really not trying to breed these guys and I don't want the females getting that beat up. But essentially, you can see how these guys get really nice body shape so far. I was a little bit worried they'd get a little skinny over the winter, but as you can tell, it doesn't look like anybody's lost any weight here at all. Water's been super clear, especially with without having any food particles in the water. The water's super clear. Drop a couple of pellets in here just to kind of get their appetite going. And I'll probably do that, just sprinkle a few pellets in here at least once a day up until the water gets a little bit warmer for a more consistent period. And you see these guys are really active, swimming around much quicker and much faster pace than they have been in the last couple of weeks for sure. Really actively starting to look for food and swarm the front of the pond every time I approach. Did rehome about 2 or 3 fish here in the last couple of weeks. I haven't really bought anything either. Don't really want to, but I know that I say that every year, and I'm always gonna end up getting 1 or 2 that I keep as grow outs. But for the time being, have not added any new fish to the pond since last year. I have rehomed 2. I got rid of one of the big Yamabuki and one of the Showa that I had in here. So just continuing to whittle down the population, keeping some of my favorites. I think I have 25 still at the moment. So still quite a big number of fish for this size of a pond eventually, but they're still, I think I can still support them for a while longer up until they start to get really bigger. Alright, that's pretty much it. So I'll do another video here in a couple weeks. I'll update, see if I get any spawning activity, and show you guys what that looks like here in my pond, and see if I get a video of stripping the eggs from the females. I did that last year, never took any pictures or videos, so I think that'll, if they're going to start to spawn, that'll probably be early to mid-May. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll check back then. Thanks, guys.